From the teachings of the Gospels, and the teaching of the Gospels spreading the word of Jesus, that word of Jesus that gives you a faith in the teachings of the Old Testament. Yes or no?
No. My experience of the trustworthiness of Christ in my life.
In your life.
In my life.
So it's not the Bible, it's your life. No, now we're changing the story.
I got him, let me in. Let me in, coach.
All right, your turn. Oh, man.
Here we go, baby. I'm gonna get, you might get me, but I'm gonna try. All right, so within the first 100 years after Jesus' life, 25 extra biblical sources we have, from Josephus, the Talmud, many others, talking about the whole narrative of the Christian faith. So throw out the Bible, throw out the documents, throw out Christianity. It was all eyewitness testimony from those outside of the Bible, and then these eyewitnesses to the resurrection itself.
Testimonies can be false.
They can be false. All of history can be false. I'm totally with you. Alexander the Great, everybody could just be false. So why even come and have a history department here? It all could be false.
That's not the argument I'm making. I'm just saying that, like...
You just said that, though.
Okay.
That is the argument you're making. See, you keep, what I hear you keep doing is you keep saying, this is the argument I'm making, but no, as soon as we give you an answer, no, that's not the argument I'm making. That's exactly what I'm hearing every single time. It's being redundant. So what's the argument? Because he just said, the reason why we listen and we think about the Old Testament and work through what is true, metaphorical, literal, what is not, is by looking at Jesus Christ.
My assertion right now is not even an active assertion of, yes, the Bible is false, it's all false, because I want to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the idea that me and myself personally, like, I can't reconcile the idea, like, the possibility that, like, all these testimonies, all these eyewitness testimonies, everyone believing in Jesus, that could have been a giant cult back then.
It could have been.
And that everyone was just crazy and believing in that cult.
Could have been.
And
then all of a sudden the early church was built off of this cult that claimed to be overnight believing that a God became human, died, rose from the dead. Then all of a sudden all these Jews who never would have believed in a God who would have actually died on a cross and rose from the dead, they would have been the last ones to believe that. All of a sudden overnight, 2/3 of the Roman Empire became Christian. What's the hoax? What's the hoax? What happened? No. See, if you're going to deny this, you need to tell me, or maybe tonight, come up with it yourself. You need to tell me then what occurred. What occurred? It wasn't the resurrection. So what occurred?
Again,
if you don't have a theory and you're coming to a crime scene, bro, if you're coming to a crime scene and I have a theory based off of the evidence I have, and you have no evidence to the contrary whatsoever, you're just saying, it didn't happen. That's weak, man. You should be fired on the spot.